That's great, man. So, deep diving in a bit into your experience at IDC, um, two things. One, can you tell us more about how you got, what was the process of getting into IDC? And also, what was your day-to-day life like at IDC?
So IDC, there is an entrance exam called SEED, for which is Common Entrance Exam for Design, and NID similarly has an exam called the Design Aptitude Test, or DAT. So I applied for both of those, and both exams I feel have a somewhat similar pattern. Though IDC, I feel I don't remember it too well because it was a while ago. But IDC perhaps has a little more science and math oriented questions, which I think NID has a little less of. So those are pretty standard entrance exams. I gave both. I cleared both. After that, if you clear the exams, there's a in-person interview round where you show off your portfolio and you answer questions from a panel of faculty and possibly some other people. So these questions tend to be about your experience so far, why you want to study design. At NID, I remember they asked me that since I'd already done some freelance work and I had work on my portfolio to show, they asked me why I even wanted to be studying design. And my answer was along the lines of feeling like I had managed to pick up the tools, but not necessarily the processes and how to approach problems. And so that's also why I wanted to maybe get in some formal design education. And I think your second question was what my day to day was like.
Correct.
So at IDC, the master's program, there's a bachelor's program as well, which is a 4-year program. But the master's program is a 2-year program, and there are 5 different specializations. Mine was interaction design. The first year has a lot of theory courses where, but you learn some things in the classroom, and then immediately there are projects that you where you try and implement whatever you've learned. So there's a lot of learning, but then there's a lot of immediately doing and practicing because I feel design is something you need to do to learn. You can't really just do the theory and feel like you know something.
Yeah.
And the second year has fewer theory courses and more and 2 large self-initiated projects that last the full semester. So your third and fourth semester will be larger self-initiated design projects where you're trying to do an end-to-end design or research project on your own. And so there's IIT Bombay is a residential campus, so pretty much everyone just stays in the hostel, and your day-to-day so there is a lot of work, and people tend to spend most of their time on at the IDC campus, and you just go back to your room to sleep and relax for a little bit. Most people work in the studio because a lot of the work was group work, and you needed to be with other people in your group to be doing that work. So, but the people at IDC were really great, and I made a lot of close friends in my time there. And it wasn't all work. There were a lot of celebrations for major festivals. People would just hang out also at IDC. At any point, you could walk into a studio at say 3 a.m. at night and find people playing music and just doing their work. So it was a pretty. I think I really enjoyed having that time and space to learn new things, as well as having people around me who I could learn from.
Yeah, it's about that culture, and also from what you said, it seems like there was a really good vibe.
Yeah, definitely. So different studios sort of had their own vibes, and we were right next to the animation studio, and animation in particular just has a lot of work because just animating takes a lot of time. So we pretty much always had and the animation studio next door just playing music and drawing just constantly. So it was very cool to be able to have that environment where you can go and get stuff done and talk to people and learn from them. And that's perhaps one of the advantages of going to design school. More than what you learn there, it's the environment and the fact that you'll have 2 or 4 years to purely to learn things. And I feel like people can learn a lot of the same things on their own as well. But if you're doing it on your own, chances are the focus is to get something done. It's either you're trying to finish a project on your own, or you're trying to finish freelance work. Possibly you've gotten a job and you're trying to learn something in order to do the job. But if you're studying design at a design school, chances are you'll be able to explore things that you might otherwise not do. And so there's a lot of other things, like there was a film club. So we screen films once every week. And I watched a lot of world cinema that I might otherwise not have done on my own. There's a book club, so we read things and then discussed books. And again, these are things I might not have read on my own, or I might not have discussed in as much detail with people. And so those were also learning experiences that I think were very valuable.
That's great, man. I'm pretty sure, like, after 4 years of engineering, 2 years of that design ecosystem would have been really refreshing.
Yeah, so I think IDC doesn't have as much of the design school vibe as some other design colleges. Most people have black hair, so uh, there's always one or two with colored hair, but otherwise IDC is a little more boring, because I think partly because there's a lot of engineers who come to IDC. There are a couple of architects, some people who study design, some people who've done fine arts, but a lot of engineers end up at IDC. So while the environment is yeah, it's still pretty great. I had a great time there.